Wake the fuck up, samurai.
Assalamualaikum, lads. How's it going? Salutations, gamers. Welcome back, my fellow Starfield players.
Hey, shout out to Bethesda with you dropping that little info on me today where they are now charging for mods.
Hey, I'm just happy that the modders are finally getting the compensation they deserve. With a little bit going to Bethesda. But hey, we're back. We're happy. Welcome back, lads, to the League of Lads podcast. I'm your co-host, Gene Simmons. I already used that one.
That's okay.
Tommy Riker.
What's the band, the drummer from Kickstart My Heart?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think his name's Tommy too.
Tommy Two Toes?
Tommy Two Guns.
Because he's shooking the sticks with two toes.
Hey lads, it's episode 19. I am your gracious host, @honeyboy. You can follow me on Twitters and Instagrams and TikToks and everything else.
All
that
that
you
jazz.
That's
and
right.
then if you know where to find me, you can follow me if you want.
Well, I plug you every show, brother. Hey, lads. We've been told we don't have enough energy, so we're going to try to bring it to you today.
Who told you that?
Just
Haters.
The fucking haters,
The
bro.
fucking hater, dude.
Fuck. Hey,
That's fine.
we're still waiting on the GTA 6 announcement. What is today? Do you know today's
Today
date?
is the 30th of November, 2023, year of our Lord.
I mean, I heard that it was supposed to release the 1st of
I
December.
heard December 6th.
Really?
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe I'm just spreading misinformation.
Well, here's what I heard on the little
on
tabloids.
the tube.
Yeah, the tube. Shout outs to I'm doing great today. This guy's name is we watch him.
We watch a lot of dudes.
Yeah, but he's the guy that always Legacy Killer. Shout out to Legacy Killer. He was saying
And I don't really know what's going on, but
yeah, I like that though.
we're going to figure it out.
He
No,
was-
I love him.
He was saying how like they were trying to do it for the 50th or 25th anniversary of Rockstar, so they may release it December 1st, and Rockstar was apparently made December 1st, however 25 years ago.
Watch them just drop it tomorrow or tonight, and everybody loses their collective shit.
I've had such a feeling that so like music artists, I've always wondered why they don't do this, why they don't release like secret albums, like they don't do any plugging. I'm hoping Rockstar just doesn't plug it at all, and they're just like, here you go.
Have you ever listened to Andre 3000?
Yeah,
He just did that.
did he?
He just released an album like a week ago.
See, I saw him on Facebook for like a short or something like that, and he was like, bro, I'm just kind of chill. Like, yeah, people notice me once in a while, but I just kind of
He
do my
does
own
his
thing.
own thing. His new
I like
album
that.
rules. You should check it out.
I'll check it out.
Check it out.
Bomber jacket.
Anyways, lads, before we get into the nitty gritty of why you're here, the meat and potatoes
Do the gritty.
of the podcast, so to speak, doing the gritty for you, Queen. We like to thank all of our Patreons, all of our rad lads, our dad lads, our sad lads, all the mad lads, and basically all the lads down in the comments below, liking and subscribing, and just letting us know what they think and how we feel, even the haters.
And guess what? If you want to support, if you want to support the Patreon, you can find it down in the link below.
So we thank you, and we hope you enjoyed the show today, because I don't know what we've got planned.
Well, I'm gonna hit him with a topic
But
because it's been a
we're
while
gonna
since
hit you.
we've hit him with a topic.
We
Hey,
had a fireside chat, so to speak.
what was that?
It's an old history reference. Don't worry about it.
Well,
I'll do the history thinking for you.
you know how well I did at English, so I mean, history's right up my lane. Any hoodle. Hey lads, how many of us out there are dads? I gotta stop being so fucking cringe. How many of us are dads out
Hence the dad lads.
there? Are you enjoying fatherhood?
How do you like fatherhood?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
If you
How do you cope if it's difficult, or if you find it difficult at times?
I don't
I
have any
myself-
children, so I can't speak on
I
that.
myself am a amateur father, and there are times where it seems a little not even overwhelming. In fact,
Mhm.
it's just there's a simple solution, and with dealing with a human being that's below 5, it's those simple solutions are oftentimes the worst thing they've ever experienced in their life.
Didn't you tell me just don't make it hard? Just make it simple.
Just make it simple. It's simple as you make it.
Hmm.
I mean, at least that's what my philosophy.
This mead from the last episode. Kind of tastes like apple juice today.
Maybe I switched it out.
You put apple juice
No.
in my meat, bro.
That would have been funny, wouldn't it?
It would have been
Gotcha, prank.
Shit. For fatherhood, I don't know. I'd be seeing a lot of fathers out here. A lot of single dads, a lot of single moms. Shout out to my Italian gumas who might
The
have
gourmands who have their Tony Soprano, baby.
But yeah, that was fucked up that he did that with Christopher's.
Christopher's
Was her name
wife.
Angelina or no? I'm thinking of Jersey Shore.
Oh my God, Angelina.
I can't think of that bimbo's name.
I fucking loved you. Why'd you do this to me? He like chokes around on the couch.
But I be seeing Ben and how he operates. I'm very touched, to say the least, lads. Oh, Hunter's gay. But, you know.
Fucking loser. I'm kidding.
When I was growing up, I never, ever wanted kids. And there's still like a part of me that's like, you probably shouldn't. But you know what, lads? If you're, how do I want to put this kind? If you're lacking in the relationship department, listen, go to the gym and eat well and just, you know.
Focus on developing yourself.
I read something on iFunny one time and it said, just stop caring. I will tell you, lads, if you're out there struggling, if you just stop caring, who cares if she says no?
Yeah. Well, who cares? Life goes on. Doesn't matter. On to the next one.
The point I'm getting at is that Mrs. Right is out there for you, and you may feel the same way that you didn't want kids, but I'm telling you.
When you find the right person, you'll be like, dang, I could do this.
It doesn't even seem like I do this. It seems more like I'm gonna. There's like no doubt about it. That's the weird part,
Hey,
bro.
shouts to the end of No Nut November. I'm proud of all you guys who stuck with it.
I made it to day 4, 5.
Day 4, man.
I wasn't watching the PR end though. I will say that.
No, he found a new hobby.
That's taking me away from your podcast. I got all these late thumbnails that I post.
I've not seen a short in like 2 weeks.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's rough.
Is it really?
Listen, if I'm editing an episode for 3 to 6 hours, okay, I've done that. Then I also got to post it. But then I got to also take, 20 different videos and just distinguish which one looks right. Then I have to spend 15, to 45 minutes on each short because I'm adding memes, I'm adding like context, I'm adding all this. It gets taxing.
I can imagine. And it probably doesn't help that the sun sets at 3:30 every day.
That part don't bother me.
It does to me. I miss my long daylight hours. I liked it when the sun didn't fully set until like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
I work the night shift. So I mean,
No, you live in the dark.
what did you call me? A night owl
Night owl.
or black cat?
Black cat.
Hey, lads, speaking of GTA 6.
Shout out to all my furries out there.
Well, who's ready for Florida boy summer? Yeah. Are we going to make a comeback with these Pog Latina GFs?
You gotta stop.
If you don't know what Pog is, it's fat ass white women. That's what's going on.
Anyway, I'm excited to see if there's a riffraff character in this coming game because I'm pretty sure we're all tracking. It's gonna take place in Vice City.
Well, they fucked him over on Spring Break.
Spring Break.
It's a good movie, though.
Spring Break. I never watched it, but I always think about it from time to time for some reason.
I think they ended up getting James Franco to play it. I believe that was the one.
They couldn't just get riffraff.
They originally cast Riff Raff for it.
What happened?
I guess they were just like, no, we need somebody else who's like more.
Dude, shout out riffraff.
Is Riff Raff from Florida though?
Yes,
Damn.
I'm fairly certain. He's from Detroit.
Why is he the GOAT? Why is he the GOAT? Why do you think he's the GOAT? Just that one
Huckleberry
song?
Dolphin. Yeah,
Just that
it's
one
totally
song?
changed my whole outlook on him.
Did you ever hear the song "Tiptoeing in My
Jones.
Jordans"?
Was that him?
Yeah,
I did not know
that
that.
was him. But Huckleberry Dolphin, that is a fire song. Check it out. Only listen to the remix version that has Mac Miller in it because it's chopped and screwed, so it's like slowed down.
Hey, shout out Mac.
Shout out Mac Miller, R.I.P.
Hey, lads, watch out for spiritual vampires out there.
Succubuses.
They will not only succubus, but just any type of person or individual that wants to like suck your life energy and just like use you, and then they don't offer anything in return.
I don't know if she sucked the energy out of him. I feel like she was really pretty, and then Mac was, I don't know. I wasn't there for it. I'm not best friends with Mac Miller, but I would assume that she broke his heart, and then he just happened to say, fuck it. one day, and I think he was trying to snort coke, and then there ended up being that fentanyl in it.
Fentanyl.
I ain't never seen a motherfucker die off no fentanyl.
Shout out Cat Williams.
What do I got
Anyway.
here? Hey,
Well, speaking of
Riff Raff, come to the podcast. We love you.
Speaking of prior Disney stars, because Spring Break is Selena Gomez is a character in one of them.
Yeah, she is. That's in Spring Break.
I've been thinking lately about Camp Rock. Did you ever watch Camp Rock?
In passing.
Same. But what I did not know was that throughout that entire movie, Demi Lovato was at the either like on the come up or the peak of her like
Career.
cocaine use. So the entire movie, her like she's like tweaking.
No, I've never seen. Like, I didn't.
And
like,
I find
really
that
watch
hilarious. So I go back and I watch clips of Camp Rock. I've
Yeah.
never seen it, but I watch clips of it, and you can tell like she's like grinding her teeth.
How can you be a Disney star and like on drugs? Because I thought they had like a.
Apparently, a lot of them are.
Well, I know,
mean,
like
we've
after
watched
the
them
fact.
grow up.
I know
Yeah,
after the fact,
but,
but
like,
like
I think that's all directly tied to their child stardom. Do you remember Sam from iCarly? Jeanette McCurdy?
yeah.
Excuse me.
Isn't she
Jeanette,
on
sorry.
OnlyFans now?
No, she's not.
I thought she
She
was.
wrote a book. No.
Oh, I'm glad my mom killed herself or something like that.
Yeah, I'm glad my mom died.
Yeah.
And it is a very striking look into the world of child stars and the effects it has on development.
Yeah, but do you think she hates the money though?
Well, no, because it wasn't about the money because she stepped out of it. And then when Nickelodeon offered her $300,000 of hush money because of Dan Schneider and the feet thing, she didn't take it.
I wouldn't take it either.
I wouldn't take it. No, there's principles.
Yeah. But hey,
But
lads,
anyway, if you want to check out a good book and a look into the psychology of child stardom, I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy is a fantastic read. They also have an audiobook version narrated by her.
fun fact, I've been checking out Spotify here recently, and they have added a bunch of books that I never thought they would do.
Like what?
Well, I mean, there's Tom Segura's, I think it's I'll Take My Ball and Leave, Please, or something like that. Or I Want to Play Alone, I think it's named
Because
his.
he's balling, right?
And then there's another one where it's like, oh my God, this fucking screen. What's that one guy? He's like he's a big masculine. He's not a big masculine man. He's on Joe Rogan all the time, and he's always like, men just need to like.
Oh, Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, Jordan Peterson. He has a book on there.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Then they also have.
Paul Rules for Life.
What's the name of that one book? The 20-something of Power or something like
12
that.
Rules of Power, I think.
Yeah, that one's on there too. They got a bunch of
I
books.
like Peterson. He's got some good shit. But I mean,
I don't understand
people
why.
like hate on him, and I don't really know why.
Because from everything I see, he has nothing but like encouraging things to say to young
It's just
men.
like personal accountability. And I guess, that's really hard for people, and people don't like being held accountable to themselves. It has to be something that is somebody else's problem.
I think we just.
Hey, lads, personal accountability and personal responsibility is cool. And anybody who tells you otherwise is not.
I agree. Oh my God. I'm going to die. Hey,
I'm
lads.
just like, gonna die.
You know how long we've been doing this? We're 19 episodes deep, and Hunter is still retarded as ever when it comes
We
to.
still don't have a Jamie, and we're still struggling with technical difficulties.
So support the Patreon and help us out.
Help us out. It goes right back into the show.
Yeah, so we have the first clip today. It is.
It's the Street Fighter live action film coming soon.
I just thought it was so sick.
Deep Gore Tube.
I don't know what that
Are these
is.
Brits?
No, I think I got it from iFunny or Facebook, something like that. Yeah.
Is that Logic? Logic the rapper?
Look at this man's. Got his ass.
He's broke a rib.
Yeah. I thought that video was very well edited.
That was really good.
Now this one, Ben has not seen, and if he has, I'm going to be super duper upset
Buckle in.
because wow, what a finesse to this video. Hold on. This was the initial reaction.
This is where he like licks his hand and smacks. It's so good. That is some style points. Just backhands him.
Oh shit!
I can't recover from that.
I hate that you've seen every single video.
I'm
that-
perpetually online.
I hate
think.
it.
It's just always in the background of my life. There are some ones you had that one time. I think that one video you found, it did shock me because I didn't see it. You do find stuff I haven't seen.
It's rare because we're using the same apps, so like we have the same algorithm.
And I know how to work that app better.
I think this is one of yours right here. Old age.
Old age.
How are y'all lads handling that?
Yeah, I'm 25. How are you guys handling your age? Because I'm pretty sure I'm 25 years old and I feel like I'm in my 30s.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I'm like 31 or 32.
See, I was told that once you hit 35 is when it starts to go downhill.
Damn. Well, then we might as well just end it there.
10 years to go, bro.
10 years ago before our lives were over, dude.
What else did you put in here? I got a taste of morality the other day.
Oh yeah,
Me and
I
my
started
dad
talking to my dad, and we're talking about his passing, and you know you're old, and you know you've kind of reached adulthood when you start talking about like the passing of your parents while they're still alive. It was very surreal, and it was like I don't like thinking about it, but like time's only moving faster, and it's gonna happen. And I just don't think I'm ready for it. I mean, how do you ever be ready for it? You never will be.
See, I think when you get older, it feels. I think when you turn like 45, you probably still feel like you have a 25-year-old body, but your body just won't let you do shit. I.e. Tom Segura playing basketball.
That's also because Tom let himself go for a while.
Yeah, but then he got back in shape.
Yeah, but like he had to break his body for him to get back in shape.
He was beginning the process before that video happened.
True. Well, that's why we do yoga and we go to the gym and we lead an active lifestyle.
What I will say is that I spoke to a gentleman who was above the age of 35, and he said that as long as you go to the gym and exercise and take care of yourself, that you will not have the same problems. I'm Joe Rogan, basically. I'm a doctor, PhD.
Welcome to the Joe Rogan podcast 2. Joe Rogan 2 podcast.
JRE 2.0.
Not even close. But it was just strange.
That you had that conversation with him?
Yeah. And like, excuse me, I'm reading my notes right here.
Mm-hmm. Pause.
Yeah. We are just really out here thugging that shit out. Time waits for no man. And that is the one
man.
eventuality.
I got a question for you. Why do you think that women like older women?
Well, it's probably because they had a bad relationship with their mother.
No. Why do you think women like older men? Is what I
More
meant to say.
mature, more
Yes.
stable, more mentally. I do think it's a type of, there's a greater emotional, mental, and like physical intelligence.
See, but I don't feel like I was a piece of shit at 19 or 20.
Yeah, but like you're still like, look at us at 19 in comparison now. Like we are. I like to think we've evolved exponentially. Even now, I can tell with how you act now. There is a maturity and there is a wisening to you that we did not have when we were 19.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that.
Of course,
Love you on this pod.
we love
you
all the
outside
lads
of
on
the
this
pod, too.
pod. Yeah,
But I don't know. I don't feel like I've grown up at all. I still feel like I just got out of high school like 2 weeks ago, and I have my whole life in front of me.
I still feel like I'm 10 years old.
Think so?
Oh yeah, there are
Why?
times where I'm like, I just feel like I'm still that same kid who's just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on or how to do this, but like I now have the mental faculties to be like, I can figure it out, and I have the confidence to say I can figure it out.
Did you notice a change when you turn 25? They say that's when your brain stops developing.
Truly, I noticed a change when I had a very traumatic event,
Okay.
and that was a breakup, and that's when things started to change for me because it forced me to look inward, and it forced me to rediscover my own self-independence, which I never really had established before.
Okay. See, the reason I ask is because when I turned 25, I was like, I don't feel different at all. And then I started taking these vitamins, and I don't know if it's the vitamins that have made me like more focused / like more brain power. I don't know what it is.
Well, they say that your frontal lobe is fully developed at 25. So when I hit 25, I'm like, I'm acting. It's strange because I feel like I conduct myself and care. We're gonna brag about Benjamin on this podcast. I feel like I conduct myself and I carry myself with a lot more like professionalism and like I guess there are men I meet who I feel like I act older than, and they're older than me.
Yeah, it's rough.
And it's just like, I don't know, like,
We've touched on this.
we've touched on this before. And I don't know. And like, I don't know if they've just chosen to not. I think that comes from a lack of growth and a lack of exposure to stressors and external factors and struggles. And I like to think, I like to try to put myself in those situations because I know they will make me grow. And I think with some people, it doesn't matter who you are, you might reach a point where you're like, I'm fine right here. I'm not content with that. I'm still not content with who I am.
What do you think?
I still want to grow and be better than what I currently am.
What do you think you'll be at 50? What do you think you'll be like?
Oh, I couldn't even fucking
Just
tell
a
you.
hard ass.
Still Benjamin. Still gaming.
Oh shit.
Complaining about games and how they used to be better.
Speaking of game, well, I don't know. At 50, I feel like it's just all going to be VR. Oh my
Well, I
God.
love
Did you hear
VR.
that one?
Hey,
I
that's my
heard that
dog
one.
barking.
Shout out to
He's
Dutch.
right there.
He's angry.
Keeping the farm safe after he tore the trash apart today.
Speaking of games.
Love you, bud.
Speaking of games, lads. This is what we got today.
So what you really came here for?
What was that? Motherfucking. I came prepared as shit today. This motherfucking. Time Shift is the name of.
Time Shift.
Is the name of the game.
A very unique shooter back in the mid to late 2000s.
Rated M for mature.
Yeah.
So you know it's good.
Not always. Not always are those games good. Oh, yeah. I just hit the Matrix, bro.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah, that's rough, dog.
Shout outs to 2025.
The Gordon Freeman of the Xbox. I always thought that was... I've never played the full game. I played this game, I think, once or twice. And the mechanics were so unique and so cool. I've never found it in another game.
You know, this kind of gives me that E3 Cyberpunk trailer that they gave us back in like 2016.
Yeah. It also gives me Half-Life vibes.
I never played Half-Life.
I played 2. 2 was fun. Time shit.
So is this game like creepy or something?
Well, I mean, when you start messing around with time, you start, I think, getting into some existential, like, horror territory.
Well, we're gonna watch.
I remember the mechanics being really, really cool because I could, like, Halo installed in me a desire to save as many AI teammates as I possibly could. Shout out to all my Halo heads out there. And so in this game, if you like, you walk up to somebody or you see you're an ally, you had allies in the game, and if they died in front of you, you could rewind time and save their life.
Dude,
That's
game
very Half-Life.
This game kind of reminds me of Ghost Recon.
Ghost
Like the
Recon
old-
Wildlands.
Like the old ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first Ghost Recon I ever played was Ghost Recon 2. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mine was Wildlands.
That was the first one ever?
Yeah, I didn't
Damn.
really like the strategic super. I was a young boy. I didn't really like the super hard, difficult things, and now I really like difficult video games.
It has to be
It
perfect.
has to be perfect. Shout out Ghost of Tsushima.
Tsushima. Well, I mean, was this game linear? Obviously not.
I think it
world,
was
but
like a hybrid. It was like
it's kind of like Call of Duty.
open levels,
Kind of like Call of Duty.
but not open world. Yeah.
Damn.
I like that. How the enemies get injured and you don't shoot them and they immediately die, like in most games now.
Yeah,
Because
but
innovation has stopped.
that's real. That's realistic.
I know, and it's cool, and you don't see that much anymore.
Oh, so you like this for the nostalgia, is what you're saying?
No, I like this for the physics and like the AI where I shoot a guy in the leg and he's not dead. He's like, I'm nursing an injury, and then you can come out.
I see what you're saying.
Whereas if you shoot, so Far Cry 5, for instance, if you shoot a guy in the leg, he'll fall down and he'll like have a timer over his head and he'll be like, until somebody relieves him or he bleeds out. Whereas in Far Cry 2, he'll like get up on one knee and start shooting at you, or one of his teammates will come and drag him away and like inject medicine into him. I'm a passionate gamer.
Why were these games so good at the time? You know
Because
what
they were made by people who played video games.
I mean? Gamers.
There was passion.
Who's this mumbo? Hey,
Just hitting them to death. That would suck. Damn.
he fucked his shit up.
Well, the whole magazine.
Shout out to the World War II missile siren.
I swear to God, I've heard the sound effects for these rifles in a lot of games.
I feel like it depends on what engine they were running on, because I don't know if engines came with like sound effects or not.
I'm assuming they did. Like that. That's definitely a 50. I know guns. That's definitely a chain gun.
What is that, a crossbow he's shooting right now?
Yeah, that's very Half-Life-esque.
Aw.
That's cool as fuck, though.
I wonder if that's a real thing. Like crossbow with like a multiple load.
Crossbows are real.
Yeah, no shit. I'm saying like with multiple arrows loaded
But
up.
like a cylinder, or it might be gas propelled. You can look it up.
Just asking for a friend, that's all.
Spoiler, that means we're going to buy one and build it.
Crossbows are legal in West Virginia, so I mean...
Yeah, everybody hunts with them now. My dad has a crossbow.
I don't know any
I think
brands
it's
or
cheating,
anything
but
like that.
might as well just use a rifle.
Fair. Be like, what's his name from The Walking Dead?
Daryl Dixon. Coral.
I used to love when they'd put like little buttons in games that you'd have to press.
That's a new game we should review.
What?
The new Walking Dead game. Apparently it's been like a cluster.
Is there a new one out?
Yeah.
I haven't even seen anything for it.
Gameplay's really bad. It's really like it's like a mobile game. But,
oh, well, that one?
But you can change the outcomes of the game by making specific choices, which is pretty cool.
Sorry, lads. Unless it's League of Legends, I don't play League of Legends unless they want to sponsor. If League of
Hey,
Legends
shout
wants to
out League.
sponsor, then I'll play that game, but I'm not with the mobile games. That's for kids. You remember that one game for mobile that we used to have back in middle school where it was like zombie something, where you would your character would walk
Or run.
maybe run, but you could get like you get the guy with the trucker hat, then you could get the big black guy who holds the minigun, and then you would get like a girl.
Was it Last Stand?
I don't think so.
I don't remember that.
It was a great game.
I like ragdoll physics. Big fan.
Big fan.
Looks heavy, weighty. You hit somebody with a grenade, they go flying. I like that.
Damn, I can't believe the textures in this game are like crazy awful.
It was a different time. This was probably like 360 at its peak.
I'm so spoiled. No.
Dude, with the new
360 at its peak, I would have said,
with the new setup, it's probably be Crysis.
yeah, I'd say so.
Like this was the standard. Gears of War was really good on the 360.
That's true. I'll give you that. What are you going to give Time Shift? 1 out of 10.
Well, to me, this really, I like sci-fi. I'm a big sci-fi head. It speaks to it's very Half-Life-esque. It scratches the itch of like, what if you were like the special guy with time powers? Like that's cool as shit. I'd give it a strong 7.5 out of 10, just from that alone. And from what I remember when I played it, it was very fun.
What about the story?
I don't remember much about the story at all.
Was it any good though? Did it like
couldn't give you
captivate you?
something. Well, I was like 10. I was like,
Still.
wow, I was more focused on like I can affect time.
Okay.
That's
So
what
that
I
was the cool
focused on.
factor.
Yeah, that was the cool factor.
Lads, I'm going to give it, we only do 5 minutes of review. I don't know. I'm going to give it a 5. That's what I got rolling today.
5 for each minute of gameplay. 1 point.
That was pretty good. I like that. Next up, we have Crysis 2.
Peggy 18.
This was one of my favorites for the Xbox. I only played it maybe a handful of times, but it was pretty good at the time.
Crytek engine, baby. Can it run Crysis?
This game like revolutionized graphics. It was way ahead of its time for graphics.
So was Crysis 1.
I never played Crysis 1.
Crysis 1, I feel, was like, it had graphics that you would see as standard at the end of the 360 generation. And it was released in like the mid to beginning. I could be completely wrong. Let me know down below, lads.
Hey, the Daily Bugle.
I love New York. New York City, baby. Oh, look at this fucking.
Look at that
Look at
ass.
those calves, dude.
Look at that ass. Scrumptious.
The story of Crisis was always cool.
I think it was aliens and you were...
Aliens in nanosuits.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Prototype. Hey, shout out Connor. You know what I'm talking about. Me and Connor bought the Prototype game, and Connor spent like 10 more bucks than I did, and so he like assumed like we were gonna split the game, and he assumed like, oh, since I spent more money, I'm gonna have more say in how we spend time with it.
Yeah.
And he just took it, and he never brought it back to my hands. That's payback for the Fallout 3 shit. I would play Fallout 3 for hours and just make him watch. I wouldn't let him play.
I had a friend who played Fallout when he would come over, but I was just like, I want to play Skate, bro.
Dude, skate rules though.
I don't know. I don't think he cared for it.
Look at this, Chad. He didn't even help him.
It was my love of my life.
I don't give a fuck anymore.
Here we go.
Best cup of coffee in New York.
Jarvis, get me my suit. What a shot. What a shot.
That was hard. That made me hard. PS3, shout out PS3.
I didn't
Holiday
even,
2010.
honestly, I didn't even know it came out for PS3.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was an Xbox
I
exclusive.
do think the PS3 was the 360 kind of won that console generation war.
I will agree wholeheartly.
And then PS4 came out, and then it was just over.
Wiped the board.
Wiped the board.
So
This
we're-
looks great.
So far, a lot of the guns were pretty sick.
You can also detach turrets, so there's another 2 points.
Uh-oh.
Heyo! Hey lads, you should learn how to hem pants so you can impress your lady.
Damn it. Happens every
I
pause.
thought we said no girls on the pod.
This is all going to get blurred.
That's very sweet. Lads, love exists, and it does. You will find it one
Fuck
day.
my life. Yeah, that was sick back in the day,
Makes me
too.
feel really good.
That nano vision.
Oh yeah, it was sick.
I'll be honest with you. The story of this game, I was not interested at all.
It was awesome. I thought it was so cool.
You like the story?
Oh yeah, I thought it was cool.
I didn't.
She is blowing you up.
Damn dog. Yeah, I was not very captivated by the story. I just really liked the gameplay. I liked the way it handled and the way guns snapped on you.
I watched a 4-hour analysis on Crisis 3 once, and I played Crisis 3. Crisis 3, I think it just for each Crisis game, I feel it just got incrementally better. And then 3 was like there were several missions where it was just like the perfect. It just hit like a perfect balance of everything. I remember playing 2, and you could. Is this the game where you can swap out attachments like on the fly?
Yeah.
No other game in this generation, I feel, has done that. I'm only seeing that now.
What about Call of Duty?
No, the only other time I saw that was in Battlefield 2042, and that was in PS5 generation.
You could do it on the fly.
Literally, you could just like hit the D-pad and like I'm gonna switch between 2 or 3 attachments,
Oh.
and then boom, 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 and then switch it, and then boom, gotta go.
I always liked
It might show it here.
I always liked in Battlefield how like you could take put the magnifier on. That was
With
always
your
my fave.
fucking red dot magnifier. Did you ever zero that?
Tactical. Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
She said she was a better shot than me.
She is.
I don't know. How
Because I
feel
saw.
about that.
Well, you better start shooting more.
I don't even know what kind of weapon this is. That's a 50.
That's a big old snipper.
The Ripper Doc.
This reminds me of Modern Warfare 3 for some reason. Now I want to play that campaign. The old one, not the new one.
Modern Warfare 3 for like the original one was not it was not bad. I mean, it was okay.
It took me a while to like gain an appreciation for it. Especially how it ended. It was really cool.
I honestly, unpopular opinion, I really liked MW2 for the new version. I liked it.
Did you really?
I liked playing online a lot.
I thought it wasn't. Well, yeah, online, but I'm more. When I play COD, I play campaign.
The only thing that here they're doing it right here.
MW2 Campaign Classic. Yeah, exactly. MW2 Campaign Classic is iconic.
Yes, the MW2 for the new updated version. There's only one mission that I really didn't care for, and you have to like sneak around a boat.
You're fighting cartel, and I don't care about that.
Well,
if I want to do that, that's what Ghost Recon Wildlands
I was gonna
is
say
for.
that's what we were doing there, dog.
Yeah, it's not for COD.
Hey, Ghost, we've got to find the cartel. They're everywhere.
We're gonna deploy an AC-130 on a small mountain village. Okay. General Shepard is like a loser now. Doesn't even carry a Magnum. Unfucking real. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, those desert fatigues, baby.
Dude,
that digital camo.
The fucking sights in this game were unreal.
They were awesome.
I loved them.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a remastered version for the PS5.
I don't doubt that. The Crysis 2 specifically, or all three?
I think maybe all three. I wouldn't mind playing them. Is that a SAM launcher?
Where? On his?
Behind that gentleman.
Oh. Onyx. Shout out to that club.
Is it real?
I don't know. I assume there's probably
Shout out to New York.
there's probably a club somewhere named Onyx.
The #1 city to show getting destroyed. I blame 9/11.
Yeah. Trendsetters.
Welcome to the Real Ass Podcast.
Whoa.
This is great to me. It feels like there's a war going on. The atmosphere is awesome.
You hear that?
It's a kick-ass guy in a suit. Yeah, that's how soldiers talk, by the way. Not even joking.
Hoorah.
I don't know much about Marines, but
Heard nothing but nice things.
no, they're awesome.
I'll put it that way.
They're killers.
Shout out to our military lads.
Hey, shout out to all our veterans out there. We do support the veterans on this podcast.
Yeah, that was so sick back in the day.
Nanovision. The suit voice is so cool.
Jarvis. Pull up.
Isn't it crazy the vibes the first Iron Man had?
The first movie?
Yeah.
It was sick.
It's unmatched. I didn't really care for 2. 2 was okay. 3 was meh.
The only part I didn't like about the first Iron Man was when they would do like when his uncle got involved.
Yeah.
That was the only part I
agree.
was like, this is kind of boring.
But like everything leading up to that was so cool. He built it in a cave with a box of scraps.
Do you hear those thuds?
Yeah,
That's
it
what's
feels
up.
like you're firing
That's
a
what's up,
heavy machine
YouTube.
gun. And I love the digital like hexagons
when
that
it
come
comes
up.
off.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's clean and it looks great. It feels like I've got shit. Well, hey,
What are you gonna
based
give it?
off this alone, I'm giving Crysis a fucking 9. 9 out of 10.
Okay. I gotta trump him for story.
Excuse me, Crysis 2.
No, it's okay. I gotta
Even
trump
for
him.
story, I'd give him a 9. Well, for story, I'd give him an 8.5.
I'm gonna give him an 8. I'm gonna give Crysis 2 an 8, just because the gameplay was great. Had a lot of fun. I didn't like. I'm a big stealth guy, and they didn't give us a whole lot of stealth in the game.
Our local rat. I will say though,
I want all
on
the
my
goodies.
newest playthrough with Skyrim, I've been doing a lot of stealth because all the mods have made it very difficult for me. So I'm like, I'm gonna sneak.
Why don't you just come on over?
I have been stealing a lot more than I usually do.
Why don't you just go ahead?
My pickpocket still is higher than my smithing right now.
Why don't you just come on down to the sewers? We'll treat you right.
I want to be up in the mountains fighting God.
You can steal up there too.
No, I'll be earning it.
I earned it. I had to risk my neck trying to get those. Fucking.
I'll be honest with you.
Welcome to Ben's Bad Batch,
Welcome to
everybody.
Ben's Bad Batch.
My main goal
Is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
You're a cookie cutter. You're a piece of shit, dude.
Shout out Big Lenny, TikTok.
No, shout out to Jack TikTok.
Yeah, I care. I kind of have a soft spot for them. TikTok Jack. Doing a lot of good,
It is
buddy.
complete and utter fucking bullshit, YouTube.
The recommended amount of dedicated
Wham.
wham is it
Shout out to all my
out?
Minecraft heads out there.
Graphics, though. And it is what it is, YouTube.
Harassment and bullying of special people, aka homosexual.
I'm starting.
That's not that bad, YouTube.
Poor boy. And we're ready to show you only the best of Ben's Bad Batch.
Leco. Leco.
Le creme de la creme.
Leco.
Merry Christmas, Tibbs. In the spirit of the season, we're going to show you our favorite gothic wizard.
What,
Yeah, YouTube.
Welcome back.
it's the weekend, tubes. Shout out to Nicholas.
It's Wednesday.
Thank you for your $2 donation to Cash App. But please do a Friday night stream.
You should
That's
trademark
kinda
that
what I'm
squint.
doing, Nicholas. Thank you for your
Shout out. I think this is
donation.
Bogram
I
Chronicles.
appreciate it.
Shout out.
Yes.
Check out his channel if you want more Cobra content.
It's the weekend, and if you want to shout out,
Bifocals need an
donate to
update on those
Cobra.
spectacles.
It's not e-begging when you get a business exchange.
Yeah, that's basically what we do.
I appreciate the money y'all donate to me,
Hold on.
especially on the weekends. Like, oh, it's the weekend.
He doesn't even have an air
Are you
horn.
gonna get
Okay.
with the Cobra?
E-bogging time.
I'm already feeling a little swifty at the moment, but other than that,
Taylor Swifty.
When is he not?
So you don't have to donate.
5
but if you
o'clock
do,
Somewhere.
I
Rest in peace,
appreciate
Jimmy.
it. There are people who donate like a penny to talk shit.
Thoroughly unwashed.
Troll messages.
That's what we should do. We should just send him a
Take
penny
meaningless
every time to send a
messages,
message.
Take their
Oh
money
my
and roll
God.
with it, you know.
Send him a bar of like regular soap.
So every little cent's appreciated, you.
What is this shit?
This isn't Bond tentacle soap that gets me laid.
I got some friends who are going through some.
Oddly enough, on my
personal
Instagram the
issues.
other day,
So
it might have been
bought
Instagram or
a bottle of
Facebook. They were like,
champagne to
"Yeah, I've
help
been
us
using this
deal
new
with their grief.
pheromone
But
spray."
I'm not gonna say
The girls,
too
they
much
love
more
it.
or
No, they
anything
don't,
else
dude.
on
They
that
don't give a
subject.
shit.
I think
Hey,
it was scripted because I
100%.
I-
So,
Go ahead.
no, you. Sauvage by Dior is one of the most effective scents I've ever had.
Think so?
People love it. Everybody loves it. It just smells good.
See, I buy this knockoff.
I bought it off you.
That's true. I bought this knockoff Tom Ford stuff. So I have like this one that's like it's like a tobacco-y smell, and then I got another one that's like ambery sage, and it makes me smell like the woods.
Ooh, that's nice.
Fun fact. There's a Tom Ford scent, Tuscan leather. Guess how much it is for a little bottle?
$100.
A little bottle like that. How much you think?
$250. $500. $450.
300.
That's still too much.
Damn.
Damn.
That's why I buy the knockoff.
Damn right.
Because with my history with women, tactical soap is a testimony.
What do you mean, Josh? What history with women?
Well, there was that
My
one,
history
I
with
guess.
is a testimony for his pig soap.
Where was that one chick, I guess, right?
Summer? That was like 4 years ago.
All of a sudden, it's like, I don't care if I'm. Like, I don't care if I'm autistic or what have you. From customizedgirl.com for buy that King Cobra merch because it keeps your boy,
Feeling.
fed, drink
Alive.
combos. Yeah.
With his $60 pizza orders from
I'm
DoorDash
gonna be
that he
plugging
does
that
not tip.
tactical soap link one more time, you two.
Grateful Dead.
Now for the holidays, this makes a great stocking stuffer because you don't gotta be a
You know
King
what?
Cobra
I'm gonna
fan
get that for
to
you for
wanna
Christmas.
smell
Please
good
don't.
For the of age
You want God of
ladies.
War deodorant oil
This is a
or
basic
Tactical Bond soap?
human
No.
need.
Why not? I'm sure it'll
Now,
help you
come
out.
on, you
I
want a
just want my
Cobra
friends and
coat,
family
jean
around for
jacket,
Christmas. That's
come
all I
on,
want.
you
Damn
two.
right. Shout
You
out
get
to
this
the
fucker
little
on
things, you
black.
two. Life ain't so bad
Fucking beautiful.
when you're around people you love.
Damn, for the $169 donation for you got with your boyfriend because he used tactical soap. That's what I love to hear, Cam.
Did he send him
There you
160 bucks?
go.
I
Did
wouldn't
you
be
hear that,
surprised.
folks?
People send
Tactical
him money.
soap helped
The pay
Cam
pigs, that's what they're
find
called.
a steady, strong of age and gentleman, hopefully.
They smell like your chair,
Because
not a
that's how it
sponsor,
goes.
YouTube.
If you're a tactical soap gentleman, rock that soap. Wait patient. Excuse me. Wait patiently.
Dude.
Holy butt fuck. That's a lot of fucking money. Dude, $12 in my Cash App. Yeah, I want to hit the Cash App.
$12 is a lot of money.
Do you think he cashes out every
Oh,
time they
yeah,
send
dude.
money?
Oh, 100%.
That's
People
most
charge back
definitely what
like
the
he
fuck
will.
is up to.
They'll be like, I'm going to spend that.
Like, I'm blown away by all the generosity that I've been receiving. So, like, I do genuinely
Do you
appreciate
see that nerve
it.
coming down out of his head, dog?
Pick up
Yeah, it's 'cause he's always,
$25
like,
and put it
he's always
towards
squinting.
some weekend fun, I think.
It's a muscle. It's a major muscle group now.
Try something
Thought you were saving up
different
for
that we
Christmas
haven't
presents.
tried before. Excellent is what I say, you two.
Corn artist.
It is the weekend. So let us
Every day is a
indulge
weekend for
in
you.
weekend fun.
I wish I could say the same.
He has right to ordering booze.
Indulge, I say. 33 bucks.
Did you see that new video I sent you recently of
Of,
him
uh,
at the pizza parlor?
I don't think so.
I swear to God I did. I probably shouldn't have seen it because it.
You told me that you saw a video that you
I saw a
shouldn't
video
have
and I
seen.
shouldn't have seen because it took away the magic from Josh. It took him out of his element, out of his studio,
Yeah.
and put him into a social setting with like real life people. And it was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever seen. And it made me realize, like, oh my God, like this person is mentally ill.
Josh?
Yeah. Like it wasn't even funny. I'm just like, damn. Like this isn't fun anymore.
Wow. Now you see what we see.
Magnificent.
You don't really see it.
Cool.
So it takes some time for me until like I see it from a different angle, like a slight variation. I'm like, oh shit.
I saw this from the get-go, my dog. Maybe not that he was mentally ill, but I'm like, this guy is... There's just...
I'll show you
it's
that
not
video.
right.
I'll show you that video later, but
All right,
like
word.
it is like, oh my man, dude. Ugh.
I wish he would start streaming. Like go out to the bar and stream.
I don't think he has the mental faculties
I
to
wish
do
he
that.
would though. That'd be such great
It'd be
content.
cool.
Yeah.
But then he'd be like Blade.
Yeah, but I like when Blade goes out and about.
I do, yeah.
I don't want him to stream in front of a computer. I want him to just be like...
Half the magic is watching Josh sit in his rotting chair and just like rotting.
Yeah.
Talk about this. Talk about about all his expertise on women, and he hasn't had a woman in his life romantically in like 5 years.
Walnut shell or a golf ball, that similar texture.
Case in point.
Kind of thing. That's her sweet spot right there.
How does he know?
That's where the G spot
He
is.
doesn't. That's not real.
What did you find out
Never
on...
been wrong on it,
Wait.
'cause I've never had a
Porn.
woman that I've been with that are of age and everything complaining.
Of age. Make sure you put that in there.
Brick Saunders.
Now, when you're fingering a woman and tickling her G spot with your fingers, two things. Step one, you want to smell good.
Shameless plug.
You know, the first basic step.
The ladies, she's like, "Oh, who is this?" You know what I'm saying?
Hey lads, if you haven't showered
Step two,
lately,
you wanna
go
make
ahead and take a
sure
shower
your
tonight.
nails
Who's
are
On
that?
me.
trimmed, they're soft and they're
C'est la vie.
clean. Okay. And step 3 is a bonus, and you should totally do it. Treat her like a
Fair.
woman.
Yeah, at least he's not talking about kids.
Be respectful.
Sickos, you do.
It's
You
sickening.
get her off and treat her right.
It's sick,
Don't be
it's
hooking on
piss.
you like a dog on biscuits, man. You use your pussy to fucking get what you want, and you got men wrapped around your finger. Promise them a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he knows what he's saying.
His head looks like a gourd.
Oh my gourd.
Oh my gourd.
Asa says
That's
it's
like a
$1
lowbrow
donations
like
for
hit, but
Christmas
like it's so
gifts,
true.
not for
It's
booze.
literally
Oh,
like a
believe me,
gourd.
I got gifts covered, but I appreciate the extra help towards that. Richard, with your $1 donation, show us those.
All of that's going
fire
towards booze and
beatbox
DoorDash.
skills.
A tale as old as
Man, I
time.
got pipe ash all over my hands.
Wash your hands, bro.
I want to wash my goddamn hands so that if when I go to do certain things,
Poop
I'm
and
not so,
crested.
you know. Fucking groovy, man.
Corgi legs.
There's that PlayStation still.
Boy's getting fat. It has dust on it. Do you see how
I
dusty
still
it
have
is?
my
Yeah, but what-
Halloween costume.
What? Oh, he's a cowboy.
And I'm stuck with this for life, and I love it. I refuse to let the trolls ruin my Halloween.
In the Old West, he'd be like
To be
a
quite
a
frank
mountain
with
coot.
you, this cap's
like a
got
miner
nothing.
coot. Yeah.
Making mead up in the
Making mead and living like a shack up in the mountains.
I've did it, fellers.
Get out of here. What are you doing here?
I've did it, fellers. I've concocted the finest mead you've ever tasted.
And it's like just shit in a bottle.
I'm drunk as piss.
I've been playing Red Dead lately. It looks so good.
Can you button it or buckle it?
Nah, buttoning's hard. Belts are hard, dude, too.
Sometimes they are. When you get a new one and you got to like get the hole right.
If you want to shout out YouTube, donate, Cash App, PayPal, I'll give you
Not as long
fucking
as that, but I mean,
shout-outs. Cameo prices are expensive.
Extra gross
You know
today,
what I'm saying?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Shout out to Cowboy Hats. I love my hat.
When do you think he took the schmutz off of his?
It's gonna be a good Friday.
Maybe
Or is this
couple
a
months
different
ago.
hat?
This is a different hat.
Oh.
He changes hats like he changes like clothes every 30 days.
Every time you say it's e-begging, Cobra wins. I'm gonna win even harder by banning you from my channel. Yawn.
What a king.
Damn.
Oh, did I tell you he
That's
lost
about
his lizard?
$35.
No.
Didn't even
Oh,
ask
yeah.
for it.
It's like
Puff
People
gone.
The
watching
Puff, the
Cobra
bearded
give him a
dragon?
shout-out on the YouTube.
Apparently he took it outside and Puff jumped off his
If you
shoulder
hate
and ran
Cobra
away.
so much,
I would
And
too.
now,
keep watching
apparently,
videos.
wizards
Because you
dig
have
into
your
the ground and they
family's
hibernate
hands
for
on.
winter.
Can
But
you
I looked it up
please shout out
today.
my cat? He ate
They
too much
dig, they
food,
burrow
he's
underground to
constipated.
escape the heat of the
Aw,
desert.
Jizz.
And Josh
feel
lives in
better too,
Wyoming,
Katie.
and it is
Well,
November.
you need to buy
That-
gifts.
it's dead.
That
because
lizard
it's
is
Christmas.
dead.
And I'm like, first of all, dickhead, Christmas is not about the gift.
And he is
Second of
desperately
all,
trying to hold on to the
you do
narrative that he
realize
wasn't a poor pet owner
Cobra
and
is
killed his
releasing a
lizard.
brand
Well, he's got to
new
stick to that
metal
because
album
Trump made it
for
a
the
law for like animal
fans.
cruelty and all
I
that.
got
It's not even about that. It's that the
excuse
trolls
me,
win
6
because the
songs
trolls have
for
called
the
animal
album.
control on him 3 times.
No, I
Oh,
got money for fucking
Puff just ran away and he burrowed under winter. We'll find him in spring. No, you're fucking not.
For like poor conditions, like poor living conditions.
Yeah. Because he was like blowing weed smoke into his enclosure and leaving rotting food in there.
helping him out.
He likes it, YouTube, and that reflects poorly on the family as well. And it's really just a tragedy. That lizard doesn't deserve it. And look, if you are that gullible that you even believe for an instant that a lizard, that a bearded dragon that's supposed to live in a tank, a warm tank, ran away like a dog in the middle of a Wyoming winter, buddy, you ain't got no hope. I feel very sorry for you.
Are you advocating for the lizard?
Yes.
Really?
I am.
I don't fuck with lizards.
Bearded dragons are cool.
They're scaly.
Yeah, but they're not wet. They're dry. See, I don't like wet things. Like whenever I ever see like a many-legged insect, I think like that thing's moist. I don't want that around me.
I screamed like a little girl in my car the other day because I saw a video of a spider in a hole, but it had like long legs.
I've got no problem with spiders.
Fuck them.
They
Fuck
can live
spiders.
in my house as long as they kill the other ones. I grew up around cockroaches a lot, and they were everywhere. Everywhere.
Damn.
And I hate them, and they're fast, and they're shiny, and they like skitter. Spiders killed them. Spiders were my friend.
Hold on. Fun fact, lads. I gotta pause this video because I need to hit you with a fun fact. Did you know that spiders are racist?
No, they're not. Shut up.
They don't mate outside of their whatever you want to call them.
Their genus?
Yeah, they don't mate outside of it.
Well, that's not racist. They're just spiders.
It was just a joke. Damn. Take my fucking joke.
We're an intellectual podcast.
It's a real fact, but shitty joke.
That's really cool, though. That's weird how they can like identify that. It must be pheromones, just like humans can identify pheromone soap. So buy your Bond Tactical soap today.
Whether you do or
Baby needs his bottle.
You know,
Bottle of
if you're
Jack
like
Daniels.
Cobra, the simple solution is
He's
don't
pouting.
watch him.
That means he's been
Cobra
sober for
doesn't
2
go
days.
out of his way to harass his trolls in real life.
He's such a
Sour
sour
mood.
mood when
I
he's
have the
sober.
time, energy, and I'm bigger than these sad pieces of
Bigger.
shit.
Yep,
People are
as he
like, "Oh,
sits
you
in his
don't
rotting,
enough money for
bug-filled chair.
Christmas presents because you spent it all on booze, you fucking alcoholic piece of shit." And I'm like, first of all, I got money for Christmas presents coming in. And
To
second
rolls?
of all,
Tay rolls?
To trolls.
I'm not an
The trolls.
alcoholic.
Got you.
I like to drink, yes, but I can choose when I'm like, you know what, I'm good.
Hey, you
I've
can't,
got
Josh.
days without alcohol.
The
even
perfect
when I have
alcoholic
money to
logic.
drink. You stupid fucking retard. Cobra wants to
He's
get a
angry.
six-pack
Pot
of Bud
meat
Light.
kettle.
He's angry.
Oh, yeah.
And fuck what anybody has
he's
to
sober.
say. It's Friday. It's almost after 5 o'clock. But it's like, we all drink. So it's extremely hypocritical.
Josh,
even if you don't
It
drink
speaks for
as heavily
itself.
as
I'm
I
not going
do.
to say anything.
And there are days I just say to myself, you know what?
We don't all
I'm
drink.
good with this much amount.
Never.
And then
I
you
don't
know what
drink.
I'm saying? Today's one of
It's
those
apple juice, bro.
days where I'm like, I don't need
It's
to have a
tea.
shit ton of alcohol to enjoy my Friday evening.
It's more like apple juice to me.
And quite frankly,
What I'm sipping
when
on.
everyone else that
Mm.
gives me shit about my drinking tells me we're worried about your drinking, it's like, shut up.
I don't understand how you cannot want to make money.
Cobra, you better not drink alcohol.
I feel like when you get
Friday.
complacent in the system, you
What do
just
you
learn
know?
how to like live off less,
Nothing.
and then you learn how to like.
Yeah, but like
Deal
what?
with it.
That must be tied to like intelligence levels.
I don't know.
Because like if I was living like that,
Mhm.
I would not. Well, I'd never get like that because I don't want to live like that.
What do you want to do? You want to do Amber?
It's a choice.
What do you want to do, Amber or Blade? Because we're almost out of time.
Well, show me some Blade.
Okay.
Because Blade's always good. We need an update for him.
Now, if you're doing, you said say that again to finish off your point because I wanted to comment on it.
I think that type of living, like Josh, I think it's a choice. Because if
yeah.
I was in that position, I would not want to be in that position for long.
There is always a choice. Shout outs to our adjacent lad. Tell him to get a job. It's not that rough. McDonald's is always hiring. Chick-fil-A is hiring. Your local union, whatever, is hiring.
Dude, if you're working for Chick-fil-A, you're kind of sitting solid.
Dog, there are so many jobs out there. I don't know how you don't have a job. Do your part.
People don't want to work, and we're getting to a point.
I'm not with the
where-
shits.
No,
I'm not
we're
with
getting to a
them.
point where like making money is so easy. You literally just have to devote your time
Yeah.
to doing it.
Yeah.
And that's very true. You'll see with the mill tomorrow.
Mhm.
Like the more time you devote to it, the more of an outcome you see. But it's just like people just don't want to do it. But that creates opportunity for the people who do, and that's why you see like that's how you get ahead. Like you work. Like what else are you doing? Like yeah, like chilling and like being happy is cool and all, but like how long is that? That's not sustainable.
I think it is. I think if I had
if
I had all the money in the
maybe.
world, I wouldn't work another day in my life.
Well, exactly though. But how do you get that money?
That's the thing.
Exactly.
Shout outs to the Rothschilds.
Hey, shout out for that sponsorship.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Beck and Necky, or excuse me, Blade and Necky. I've never seen this one.
Well, great. Finally, something Ben hasn't seen. Shit.
Hey, shout out IRL moments. Okay, no, it's different.
He's all shaven. What do you think? What kind of razors do you think he uses?
He uses at least a 5-blade razor. Because that's how I look when to get. If I don't use at least 5 blades, like it's rough looking.
Well, I'm asking, does he use Schick or does he use the
I would say
Gillette
he
Man
uses
Fusion?
Dollar Shave Club. Or Harry's razors. Hey, I use
Harry's
Harry's
works,
razors.
yeah.
I love Harry's.
I use them too.
We hate Blade. We want Lit Romney. Liquor store.
Time to get litty titty.
Buy your ice cream with your liquor.
I need that Corona.
I had
It's
Corona premiere the other day.
Any
It
good?
is not the season for it.
It's more of a summer beer.
This is like a Guinness time of year.
Of course, gotta have the Jaeger.
Jaeger.
Jaeger bomb, dude.
Back.
Back.
remember, dude.
Like this, but cold.
I'm gonna do a body shot off you back.
Back in a lot shot, dude.
Anything.
Customers, please keep 6 foot distance.
Distance.
You're not.
All right, can I put a couple in
Shout
here?
out to
so
that meat.
tomorrow-
You are not keeping 6 foot.
Come back tomorrow.
Well, no, I'm still gonna buy some more now, but like,
Buy something tomorrow. I drop my.
I'm gonna talk a little bit of shit.
let's do it. Come on.
Talk some shit.
Yeah, guys.
Speak your piece, as they say.
You ever like interact with people who they hype one another up because they don't really know one another, but they kind of also want to be friendly, but they don't want to like speak their opinion?
Yes.
Okay.
The people who don't have friends.
So, I was at work one day, and this person came in with Echo Unlimited, as we see here, Echo Unlimited shoes on, and they were like, "Hey, dog, back in the day, Echo Unlimited was the shit, and like it's low key making a comeback." And I'm like, "What?" Like I'm a brand whore at the end of the day, so like I paid a little bit of attention to the space. Echo Unlimited popped off for like 2 weeks back in the day
2
when
weeks.
MTV was fire back in the day.
Yeah.
They ran those ads like crazy, but like, no, shout outs to Walmart. And if you have to shop at Walmart, it's no disrespect.
Well-
I'm just saying for a drip factor, it's
I
a
go to
zero.
Walmart.
Zero all across the boards. Echo Unlimited is 0 across the boards.
Well, that goes back to,
Yeah.
I think we watched it with the Airsoft Fatty video the other evening.
I look a lot like you right now. 'Cause I actually
There are a
like
lot of
work
people
thing.
who do
Okay,
things
stop.
for content, and they do it for, they hang out with people who aren't really their friends. And I think we posed the question to one another. I don't really think they know what friendship is.
I think that, well, Airsoft Fatty had that one friend.
Yeah, but like
Fifth
also,
floor.
but also he was like threatening to kill him.
At one point. Yeah.
Yeah,
Big ol' bombers.
but like when they had just some stranger in, and like they were begging people to donate. Airsoft Fatty. We're not gonna put a clip on it of him on here because apparently he like copyright strikes. Shout out Jack.
Shout outs to the Grinches.
Yeah, shout out to Cooking with Jack show, you TikTok Jack. But like they were begging people to donate money on a live stream to go to a strip club, and
Ass
if
and
that
titties.
live stream wasn't going, what would they like? They were just They were just a group of people who were polar opposites. What would they talk about outside of just like content creation? They're not friends.
Nah.
They don't hang out. Like, and why would you waste your time with that? Why
You know
would you
what?
waste your time with people who don't care about you?
If we collab with anybody later down the line, here's how I'm going to put it. If we can't go to the bar and have a beer with you,
Exactly.
you're not worth doing a partnership
I
with.
don't want to have a beer with you. If I don't want to have a beer with you, I don't want a partnership with you.
It's the same way I feel about the president.
If I don't want to have the beer with the president, I don't want to go. I don't give a shit. That's so that whole thing is so far above my pay grade. It's whatever. That is a battle I do not want to fight.
Lads, shout outs to Zen, Mother Truckin'. Bert Kreischer's been on this lately. I'm the machine.
You need my ID?
No,
Look
bro,
at his
you look
pumpkins.
60 fucking years old.
He's like in
You're
his
not gonna talk to
30s,
me?
mid-30s.
You got a caller?
No, but we.
How do we regress in age?
The harder you live, the more age you looked.
I know how we do it.
Hell,
Adrenochrome.
don't even bring that up. We produce our own. Don't even bring that up.
No, I'm playing.
We're not that kind of podcast. Miniature golf both get told to leave.
Called already.
Imagine being told to leave miniature golf. Wade and Beck, you're a great
Blade
couple.
and Beck, you are a great couple. I wish you nothing but the best.
Necky.
Beck, don't take the chat seriously or they'll ruin your relationship.
Mr.
Blade, you're
Wholesome.
awesome and the content king. We love you, pal.
You know what? I love some positive vibes. I love people who bring positive vibes to the table,
Even if it's fake?
Up here, but okay.
even if it's forced, because they're trying, because they care.
What was that?
It's easy to be negative. It's hard to be positive.
Did you see that red light that flashed on him? I don't know
Yeah.
what that was. I would assume a
Lighter?
car. Probably a
Could've been a lighter.
car.
He's smoking
Yep,
a cigarette.
Going to Vegas for this, man.
Shout out to IRL for bleeping out whatever he just said.
You guys don't get IRL because you can't do anything.
It was probably the
I
bad
can
word.
answer that last one real quick.
Go.
My
The first
Blade's
time I
girlfriend
had
doesn't
him
want her
on
children on
stream, I
Blade
was very
streams.
naive to
I don't know where they're sitting.
really didn't
Well,
know
obviously,
I
it
don't
Blades.
remember this house.
And
It's
once I
obviously
realized
Blaze.
This is an
how
old
much
video
he
then.
put out there and,
This is before, I think,
you
the
know,
big RV trips.
all that. I became very protective. And I
Neck.
didn't want him on there anymore. He is an
Look at that
adult
big
now,
gut.
so he
Big
can
ol'.
decide if he wants to be on stream or not.
I'm an adult.
Wow.
I'm a
It's
big
not always
boy.
about you.
Figure it out, dude.
So that's that part.
Just says that,
Every time
doesn't
I was
say
very
anything
new,
else.
Like
I'm an adult.
I had
Married, not
watched
Blade.
streams before, but not for very long, and I obviously had not been on this side of it.
He just
So
dropped ash on his
was
stomach.
stupid, and
I hope it goes in his belly
naive.
button.
Oh my
Hey.
god, the belly button's an ashtray.
Just give me double and take a triple. Or just give me double and take a single.
Oh, it's always the Jaeger shots.
I'm sorry, Beck. Like,
Just give me a rimmer,
you
dude.
don't know how awesome we are.
How many
Beck.
subscribers does he have?
He had like 100K. He was huge.
Lads.
He was one of the biggest Modern Warfare 2 stream like YouTubers of the time.
Oh, that must have been where it cut. My bad, my bad. Lads, we got to get to 100K. We got to do it.
Hey, let's get to 50 first. 100 first.
Yeah.
Small steps.
I want it all now. Hey, lads, thank you once again for coming to the League of Lads podcast. I am your local host and honey dealer at Honey Boy. That is the at symbol ATHONEYBOI.
And I'm John Manfred.
Was that gay?
Not at all.
I just had to ask.
Not at all. It was beautiful. It makes me want to kiss you on the lips. Anyway, hey, thanks for showing up to the show today. We'll see you next time. Enjoy your week. Be safe and catch you on the next podcast.
Please subscribe to the Patreon if you love us, because we love you and we want to keep doing this forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Amen.
Peace.
هات دول هات اللحمة هات
They're very stupid. They don't know how to catch in the car, and the passenger doesn't.